Hi, everybody. For those of you who don't know me, I am Love Shanti Om of A Healing Intermission, Massage and Wellness Services, amongst other things. And I just wanted to take a minute, one, to introduce myself as the face behind A Healing Intermission, but also because I wanted to talk about this flu season. Um, yeah, so I've been noticing that this particular flu season has been really hellacious for a lot of people. I've talked to a lot of friends who have suffered with it. In spite of all the flu shots given, folks are dying behind this flu this season. And I'm bringing this up because usually I'm the type of person at this point in my life where when cold and flu season comes around, I might at least get congested. There was a time when I suffered from chronic bronchitis, I would say from the age of maybe 17, 18 till about my mid 30s. I can't think of the last time I had bronchitis. Like, I don't deal with it anymore. It used to be a time when I would get at least a regular cold after that. I don't get regular colds anymore. And a lot of it is due to the fact that I started implementing a regimen of fasting several years ago. So I fast typically for a month in the spring, or a month leading up to the spring and a month leading to the fall. And I'll do a liquid fast. And that has been awesome, in keeping me well. But even with the fasting, I would still get congested, and spit up a lot of phlegm. I might get like isolated cold symptoms, but not a full on cold. But I'm noticing something really different about this flu season as it pertains to me personally, that I think is a humongous clue in terms of health, period. And what that is, what was it? Maybe like a year. It's been close to a year and a half now that my mom has passed, has made her transition. And when she first passed, I didn't realize how much stress that I had undergone because I took care of her before she passed. And it started to exhibit itself in my digestion. Like, I was getting frequently constipated. I couldn't go to the bathroom. I wasn't digesting food properly, period. I could see it coming out in my skin. And I knew that I had to get on top of my digestion like ASAP, because your digestion is your immunity. Like, for anybody who doesn't know this, your immune system lives in your gut. And the health of your digestion and the health of your gut will determine how strong your immune system is. And so I want to say this was back in September, just made a really diligent effort to rebuild my digestive system. And I started doing things like taking digestive enzymes regularly. I was taking probiotics, really high doses of acidophilus. I was eating coconut oil. I was also, I had just gotten hip to bone broth, and I started making bone broth and had been drinking it, for like a good month. And had made some significant strides in getting my digestive system back on track. Being able to go to the bathroom regularly, not experiencing reflux and things like that. But again, I've noticed this flu season as a result, like, I haven't even dealt with congestion. As a matter of fact, I took a road trip to New York, to and from New York, the beginning of the month. And on the way home, I rode back home. Well, first of all, I rode to New York with someone who was suffering from a cold, and rode back from New York to Atlanta with two people who were ill. One who I think was on the tail end of the flu, and the other who, was on the tail end of a cold. We're talking about a 12, 13-hour car trip. I should have been sick. like I really should have, but I wasn't. I have continuously been around people who have been sneezing and sniffling and going through all types of changes, and I've not had to deal with any of it, not even the congestion. And like, my diet is clean at times, but I don't want to sell you the dream that I'm just like this Puritan, because I'm not. You know what I'm saying? So like, I have my moments where I eat that BS too. But yeah, I think between the bone broth and actively working on my digestive system, I was eating garlic, a lot of garlic too at that time. No flu, no cold, no flu. And I just had to share this experience with you all, because I know there are people who, one, they live and die by that flu shot. That's your business, but people who also think like just being sick is just something that you have to deal with and that you go through. That whole like, once a year I get a cold, once a year I get the flu, like you don't have to do that. But so much of it really does depend upon how our digestive systems are working, because that's where we get our nutrition from, and that's also where we get poisoned, in our guts. And how well you're absorbing your nutrition and flushing out the poisons will tell you how healthy you will be, point blank period. So I'm grateful for all who can receive this. I'm grateful for this beautiful day to even be sharing this message with you. I'm grateful to have my health and no congestion. And I'll check back in. I know winter's not over, but I feel pretty confident. It's going to be all right. So I hope you all have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.